Hi folks, Mel here. Happy Sunday. I apologize for not being on for the last couple of weeks. I've been really busy. I've had my niece here. I've been taking care of mom and also my brother and sister-in-law's wedding. So I have been slammed. I've had a lot of time off from work due to some other issues with family and stuff. But now I'm back on track. Today was the first day in a really long time besides evenings where I was able to just kind of sit down and craft. And I had two big projects that were due for work and I finished those, and I thought I did those till late in the morning. And I thought, oh gosh, I have time to play. And my boss, Shellie had gifted me this Prima gatefold chipboard album. And I knew it was going to be a challenge. I knew it was. But I thought, okay, I'm gonna play with it. My friend Kat had gifted me a paper collection from dcwv from 2010 that was called The Midnight Spell. And I had the collection pack plus the solid color pack that matched with it. So I thought, you know what, I don't have a lot of ephemera or anything that matches it, but I have stuff. So I'm going to make this and I'm going to make it work. So here is the front cover. This entire book is made out of chipboard. It is 8.5 by 8.5. Has 8 pages on the inside, and it is a gatefold, so every page flips like this. And I went through my stash and I thought, gosh, how am I going to close this? I know I'm going to make it big. Well, in my stash I found this little plastic, kind of heavy duty plastic chain that was in my Halloween stuff, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can make a chain closure and hang charms from it. So that's exactly what I did. I used these Tim Holtz brads here, the little fastener brads, I think is what they're called, and I hooked the chain to it, so the chain actually does come off really quite well, just like that. And then I made this a charm. I tied most of the charms on and I didn't mind. I thought that was fun. Here is a fun artsy clothespin with a Tim Holtz charm that says haunt, a tassel from Michael's, I think that's a spider charm from Tim Holtz, and then these eyeball charms that came from Craft Warehouse. I have no idea who made them, but I just tied her on too. I used the paper all the way around this. I mounted it with black, and then I mounted it with a pattern cardstock. So there's the crows on the side. That side's plain. You can see the spider webs up here, and then a little crow on this side too. So let's get into this, folks. This is a really big book, and it weighs so much because it was already made from chipboard. It's insane. So let's get into this. And this was a challenge. I have to say these albums are not, these chipboard albums are definitely not my favorite. I made this work, but it's definitely not my favorite. Okay, so the inside two cover panels here, I used some cut aparts. This one says, "Off we go haunting." And in this pocket is a photo mat that I used a lot of things from my stash. The eyeballs with the Martha Stewart cobweb border punch there. And then each pocket also has this exact same booklet. They are mounted on the inside. So they fit perfectly inside there. This album actually holds 80 photographs, folks. 5x7s and 4x6s. And then you can definitely crop a 4x6 here. But everything was made to fit and crop a 4x6 on here. So you still had a border. I made sure of that. So then on these inside pieces here, I just used a pattern cardstock from the collection. And on the first page here, it says Happy Halloween with a large 5.5 by 7.5 inch photo booklet. I did not mat the inside of this. Just for easy peasy. This says Happy Halloween. Now this page folds this way. Here's where it gets into the complication part here. I noticed that as I was using this book, if you're not a mixed media artist and you just make mini albums like I do, or as many of us in our crafting community do, keep in mind that if you use this book, if you only do a lot of embellishments down here, it's going to bow up here. See how it bows, but it lays flat, but it bows and bows. This one doesn't as much anymore. So I went back through and I added things in the corners of pieces to make it lay flat, which was the most challenging part of this, is because I wasn't doing it that way to begin with. But if we get to this side here, I used a cut apart here as a tuck spot and a corner tuck spot for a 5x7. Actually, that's a 4x6. And then one of the cut parts here says Happy Haunting. And then over here, I used a cobweb from my stash from American Crafts. Fussy cut it out after I glued it onto cardstock. Used a spider ring to use for the center here. And inside of here is a 5x7 photo mat. That's a 4x6. This is the 5x7. If I can get it back in here. There we go. A cut apart from a different collection. This is also from a dcwv collection from 2 years ago. That's also the Midnight Spell, but with gold foil, not silver. So I was able to use the cut aparts from that, plus the cut aparts, the gold cut aparts to match the kit that Cap gave me. So I was like, yay. So it says eat, drink, and be scary. Then this folds open like this. And these 2 pages. So we've got this cut apart here that I added eyeballs to. It's not cute. It says Halloween night, and then another booklet here for 5x7s with the boo paper in the back. And these 2 pages are supposed to kind of mirror each other, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with the effect, but there wasn't an odd number of pages to do that. So some are mirrored, some are not. This one is a 4x6 with a trick-or-treat cut apart. It is not matted on the back, just the front. And then again, like I said, I was adding extra goodies up here just to give it that depth so it wouldn't bow and it would lay flat. All right, a lot of moving in this book. Now I get to these 2 pages. Well, I'll just get to this page so then you can see the mirrored pages. This was a haunted house in the paper collection and one of the larger 12x12 border strips. I just fussy cut it out and made it into a pocket to hold a 4x6, another 4x6, and beware of monsters, bats, spiders, skeletons, and ghosts. And then that flips that way. So now these 2 pages mirror each other, but they're different. So I was really excited this year to be able to use these border strips that my friend Lucretia cut out for me on her Scan and Cut. And this was this candies, skeletons, and pumpkins, and then the ghosts. Loved it. So I created them both into belly bands with a 5x7 photo mat and a 4x6 photo mat here. And then there's a stopper down here from a sticker collection that I had picked up years ago. This corner was actually, like I said, was too floppy, so I just attached a bat clothespin there with another 5x7 and 4x6 photo mat with a trick-or-treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat border. I like these stickers, and I forgot that I had them and thought, oh, yay. And it's funny because I don't do a lot of cutesy Halloween. Well, I do, but it's not my favorite. I actually do like to do scary, even though I don't show it on YouTube. That's just for my personal stuff. I always think of Halloween as scary. But for little kids, I love to do this. So then you poke this open, and these 2 pages are supposed to kind of mirror each other. There's a large space here for a 5x7. This is not popped up. It is fleshed down. This one says so scary. It is not popped up. It is fleshed down. Another pumpkin. And a landscape 4x6 photo can fit here almost exactly perfect. So then we get to these 2 pages, and these 2 pages mirror each other. These were kind of fun. I did quite a few fun things in here. I found fun things. So first off, you got a 5x7 photo mat. Well, it's 5.5 by 7.5, so you can easily mount a 5x7 full size in there. I have these little bags that I just put a creepy sticker onto, and inside of each one is a journal tag or a photo mat. And then I used a tag from Target that I hauled about 2 years ago because I had the foiling on it. And then I had these cards. I had witch hats, boo, coffins, and a whole bunch of itty-bitty ones that I'll show in a different album later. But I thought this was really cute. I just inked distressed it and put that right in there. A great place to journal on. This one is the same thing. A photo mat, a bag with boo on it with a kitty journal. I think you can see the lines, maybe, maybe not. Oh, there is lines on that. So they can journal on that. A spider tag from Target, and then the witch's hat card. So easy to just pull right out and journal onto. I thought that was super cute. So when you get into these 2-page layouts, this book is seriously heavy, folks. It's the heaviest book I have ever made, but I love how cute it turned out. I'm very proud of myself for this. Over here are some bats, and I attached little googly eyes. I made these bats from scratch because I couldn't find any more bats at Target, Tuesday mornings, or Walmart, or anything that were the size I needed to make my corner pockets, so I just made it myself. And of course, they mirror each other, so in each one will be a 5x7 or 5.5 by 7.5 inch booklet for photographs. So it holds quite large photos. A boo tag that came from the other collection that had the gold foiling, not the silver, from Cat. But all the paper came from Cat, so it's so cute. Some more of these tags that came from Target that had the linen and then the seed beads on the sides. I thought those are really cute. I do like that I attached googly eyes. Again, another 5.5 by 7.5 inch booklet. Creep It Real. And then another one of those tags. Super cute. And I'm going to open up this, and then these 2 pages on either side of the center mirror each other. They are very, very similar. So first of all, you get a 4x6 photo mat, more of that Martha Stewart border cobweb punch, a cut apart for journaling or photo, however you see fit. Now these were hauled from Tuesday mornings. Everybody's been hauling them. I thought they were super cute and they matched really well. I mean, they matched everything in here. So I just took some of the cut aparts from the collection and just put them right in there as little tags that you can just stick right in those little pockets. Isn't that cute? So this side is basically, and I did use little spider stickers up here too on both sides. So again, a 4x6 photo mat, a journaling tag, or a photo mat, however you want to do it. This paper is actually really, sorry folks, I don't want to lose you. This paper is actually glittery, so the paper wants to stick to it. And then another one of those mason jar tag holders. It says, "Let's party." Excuse me. Excuse me. My allergies are always so terrible in August. And now that it's raining, all the pollen and everything is sunk down to my level, so I've been coughing all day. Scaring up some fun. This is a magnet closure to showcase a 4x6 inch photo waterfall folio. In between each gusset, I did put it with some patterned paper that came with cut aparts. It's like little pattern strips. I did use those. And then in the bottom is a pocket, and it has a smaller 4x5 inch or 4.25 by 5.5 inch card size places for photos or journaling. And there you have it, folks. This was so much fun. Huge, but so much fun. And I will say though, I will not use another one of these albums. I think if you're a mixed media artist, like I said, that would make more sense because you can glimmer mist and do all these different things to it. But for me, this thing is just so huge and it's extremely heavy. I don't know. I like it. I hope someone else likes it just as much as me. But yeah, it's a really hard album for me to work with. So I definitely don't see myself using it again. But there is this one made from the Midnight Spell collection. Thank you, Shellie, for the book, and thank you, Kat and Lucretia, for all the goodies that have been used in this book. And I will be back again with another mini. Thanks and have a blessed day.